One lawyer ngwanyana.
Mthunzi can sell us a course on how to exactly get what you want with a few tears here and there and some skepsila tactics. He got Nhloso's wife to agree to let him move in with them, despite her feeling some type of way about it. Then he got himself hired at Atonement, and when the tenants rejected him because he's a convict, he pulled the classic one tear in the eye and a moving speech move. He also gets close to Sammyday, pumps him with alcohol, and finds out that he has a long-lost son. Ask me what he does next. He gets a fake birth certificate and tells Sammyday that he is that son. Sammyday believes him. His own brother tries to warn him, but it falls on deaf ears. Nhloso, Sammyday, and Ephraim end up deciding to hide the dead body at levels in the walls, since it is an active construction site. After Mdala's construction team finish the building, his ancestors work overtime, because he calls them to come and redo the wall for whatever reason, and they say no. He then decides he'll fix the wall himself, and as he keeps hitting the wall, a body falls out. Him and Taps put two and two together, and they realize this is Rex's brother and that the three musketeers are behind this. He confronts them and tells them that they will have to take over the monthly protection fee. But before he leaves, he throws in a threat or two in classic Mdala style. Since joining Bechafela, Taps has become a softie. He hardly confronts his uncle about anything. He had to wait for Mdala to figure a plan when they got kidnapped, and when he accompanied his mother to get his sister after they'd found out that she was not okay at her in-laws, he'd not even throw a word or two. Yet this is the same guy who threatened Poet about hurting his sister when they first dated. Make it make sense. Rex comes by and they spin him a story about his brother being overseas, which of course he does not believe, and he throws in a subtle threat to Mdala and his family. Dintle runs into the love of her life in Nhloso when she comes to Atonement to assess if she can invest in it, and the chemistry is palpable. That run-in convinces her that kusekayala, and she decides to set up shop. Dintle also ran into Mthunzi, who threatens her. Oh, I hope he does not kill her. Then she runs to Mdala to tell him all about it. Mdala goes and puts his foot down and tells Sammyday that Mthunzi needs to go. But Sammyday, he's not having any of it. Madlomo witnessed the run-in between Nhloso and Dintle, and the poor woman is going through it. God must think she's Moses, because why else would he put her through such if he did not think she is strong enough to handle it? She starts having dizzy spells and is convinced that Dintle must be practicing chemistry on her. Poet will never beat the makoti allegations. His mom drags him to go to work at the supermarket even though his foot has not healed. Poor thing has to put in the work, He married a princess who has a rich dad who's overprotective and would do anything for her. He even goes as far as offering Thoriso and Poet a house. And of course, for the sake of Poet's dignity, he refuses. I don't blame her dad though. I mean, who can trust a guy with such hairstyles, really? One thing about Kedibone and Thoriso's situation is that we are learning. We are in school. Class is in session. Lesson 1. After getting married, find a place, babes. Because if you don't, you might just end up whacking Umamazala on the head with that wooden spoon because you blacked out in a fit of rage.
Mara in the next 5 minutes, go with mother-in-law for tech. For tech.
What's more, living with parents means that they're in your business, like when they tried to convince Poet about having kids, he quickly put them in their place. I won't lie, Thoriso is also annoying though. Why would you continue to take such abuse and eat pap and cabbage every night and sleep in that small bedroom? All for what?
Uyahlala emzini yabantu efunana nalento nje. Umuntu ukhamsileke manje akayi kubo.
After Thoriso gets mugged while trying to help Mamazala sell Magwinya, Kedibone finally comes to her senses and apologizes for her bad behavior.
From Lechachile, Dilo, Diklofetoa.
They finally have an official welcoming ceremony for makoti. It also seems like there's a budding romance between Kedibone and Nhloso's uncle, so we might actually see her move more towards being a softer lady.
Never ne?
Cool. Like that.
Genesis.
Back to Mthunzi, I guess someone gets through to Sammyday because he asks Mthunzi if he can meet the woman who raised him since he claims that his mother died. Mthunzi had to quickly think and he comes up with some lame excuse on his aunt is blind and can't travel. Where have you ever heard of such? That does not deter Sammyday though, because he tells him either she comes over or he visits her. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Will Dambisa really play the bland aunt? I would not be surprised. She enables his criminal behavior quite a lot. Since he has managed to get Sammyday to trust him, he pushes him to spill the beans about Rex and the mystery of the missing thug, and soon after that he gets escorted out of Atonement by Mdala and Teps. He leaves and immediately he sends Rex and his thugs the video he took where Mdala and Teps are loading the body into a truck, and that sets Rex and his dogs on Teps and Mdala. Poor Teps and Mdala get beaten to a pulp and interrogated about the video. Mdala wants to talk, but Teps stops him, fearing for his uncle. Instead, he decides to take the blame, but Rex is not convinced, so he then goes and takes Tlori to show Mdala how serious he is.
I take your wife, I put a knife here, like, example, you see the blood. I say, I finish up now.
Kanxelel. Rex usebenza laphi? Usenzela kwesinye scrap yard.
It's not long before Mthunzi shows up to play the hero. He brings a fake grenade and tells the gang members that he's the one that killed a friend to protect his father. He throws the grenade at them and in the turmoil apprehends one of the thugs and threatens to kill him. But then Rex is not fazed and he calls his bluff. More chaos ensues and the gang members turn on each other and it's shots being fired everywhere. The thugs turn on each other and Mthunzi manages to rescue Teps, Mdala and Tlori. He even finished off the big guy Rex. Tata Etembeni's John Wick. Jealous people will say he orchestrated the whole thing. Oksalayo, he solved the problem. No more Rex, no more monthly debt.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Meanwhile, Dintle and Nhloso's bubbling romance starts again after she talks to that certified homewrecker called CD, who tells her to go for Nhloso despite the fact that he's married. Dintle takes the advice and she decides to tell him how she feels. And from then onwards, it's stolen moment after stolen moment. Apparently, those are the sweetest. Since Madlomo's been feeling ill, she tells her husband that she suspects it's Dintle, and of course he dismisses her. This makes her feel even more worried and she starts getting suspicious when he has to work late. Unfortunately, the poor woman is unraveling in front of our eyes. Thoriso even overhears her talking to Matobela about the whole thing and she asks her, why are you not leaving? And Madlomo tells her something around Ugubegezela and stuff. Things are also looking up for Botsotso. After his grandfather died, he got a reality check that as a man, he needs to at least be able to make some sort of living. Teps was impressed by his people skills and finally hired him at Betchafela. Well, that's all from the world of scandal. Until next time. Mwah.